Welcome to Katha. I am Teacher Camille and I will be with you this afternoon for our storytelling time that will be filled with new learning and lessons. Before I introduce the best and the most energetic storyteller, I would like to greet all of you. Hello! Hello to all of you who are watching our live show today. How are you all? Are you excited for another story of Lolo Junno? I think so, yes. So kindly hit the like icon below or comment down as well. This time, I will be telling you a little bit of our story today. This story is about a group of animals who like to party. Let's find out if they will all be happy. The title of our story today is Mañana, Iguana, which was written by Anne Whitford Hall. She graduated from the University of Wisconsin and Columbia University School of Social Work. She became inspired to write picture books after years of bedtime reading to her 4 children. She has published over 25 award-winning picture books. When she is not writing, her hobbies, she loves listening to her cat purr, watching spiders spin their webs, and following snails' trails. Isn't that amazing? It's a form of meditation and some calming activities as well, especially for adults. If I'm doing biking and yoga, she's doing those things. How about you? All right? And wait, of course, to make sure that the illustrations will be as amazing as our storyteller today, none other than Lolo Junno, of course, okay? Jeneline DG Evangelista, an 18-year-old grade 12 student from Bulacan, drew the illustrations. She aims to make people happy through free art and art commissions. She wants to help her family and support herself in studying. She is driven to be an aspiring teacher. Wow! She participates in art contests and became one of the participants in National Virtual Poster Making Contest in commemoration of the 124th anniversary of the martyrdom of Dr. Jose Rizal, hosted by the Department of Education. And of course, music will always be part of our stories, right? And once again, Miss Fides Balagtas Belda originally composed the music that we will be using today. So now, are you ready for the story? I guess so. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the story of Mañana, Iguana. But let's call Lolo Junno now. Lolo Junno, it's your time to shine. Come out, wherever you are.
Today, children, we're going to be different. We're going to learn a little bit of Spanish because our story happens in Mexico. And our lead character is an iguana. Do you guys know what an iguana is? It's a lizard, a large lizard. Oh, it sometimes can grow up to 6 feet, but it is harmless and is found in the Americas, and this happens in Mexico. So our title is Mañana, Iguana. Mañana, what does that mean? That is Spanish for tomorrow. The iguana is a large lizard which can grow up to 6 feet, but it is harmless. It eats leaves and fruits, sometimes lives up in trees, but it's a big lizard and it's harmless. Harmless if you don't provoke it. Well, most animals are like that. I mean, they don't harm you, but they defend themselves when you provoke them. Now, this is what an iguana looks like. See this? That's what an iguana looks like. All right, let's start our story now. On Monday, lunes. Lunes is the Spanish word for Monday. So, on Monday, lunes, Iguana twitched her tail happily. Let's celebrate spring with a party on Saturday. Conejo, now this is the word, conejo is the word for rabbit, okay? So our rabbit in this story is called conejo, all right? So conejo hopped up and down. Yes, let's. Then Tortuga poked out of his shell. What is a tortuga? It's Spanish for turtle. Okay? So Tortuga, as usual, speaks very slowly. A fiesta on a sábado, count me in. Culebra. Culebra is the Spanish word for snake. Okay? Now, in this case, we have a rattlesnake. So culebra is a rattlesnake. Culebra shook his rattle. Me too. Good, said the iguana. We must start right away. Who will help me write the invitations? Yo no, not I, said Conejo. You see, yo no is Spanish for not I, okay? Yo no, not I, said Conejo. I write too fast. No one could read my words. Yo no, said Tortuga. I write too slow. I can't hold a pen, said Culebra. Maybe I'll grow arms tonight and can help you tomorrow. We can't wait until mañana. Iguana wriggled her tail, which means we can't wait until tomorrow. Mañana meaning tomorrow. I'll write the invitations myself. And she did. On martes. Martes, Tuesday. Martes is Spanish for Tuesday, and we say martes also in Filipino. But I think we say it martes. But in Spanish, it's martes. Okay? So, on martes, Iguana asked, who will help me deliver the invitations for our fiesta? Yo no, said Conejo. I move too fast. I'd pass our friends. Yo no, said Tortuga. I move too slow. Culebra said, if I grow arms tonight, I'll help you mañana, Iguana. Mañana will be too late. Iguana fidgeted her tail. I'll deliver the invitations myself. And she did, on miércoles. Miércoles means Wednesday in Spanish. Also in Tagalog and Filipino, we say miércoles. Maybe the Spaniards taught us, okay? So on miércoles, Iguana asked, who will help me stuff the piñata for our fiesta? Piñata. Do you know what a piñata is? It's the main decoration when it's fiesta time in Mexico. It's made of pottery, just like the palayok, okay? Piñata because it's based on the shape of the piña, which you know is the pineapple. This is the typical piñata. This is the piñata that they break. It has all those points, and this material is like the palayok, okay? They have different versions of the piñata. Sometimes it looks like this. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Here's another version of the piñata. There we are. And then, after dinner in the fiesta, they break the piñata. And look at this boy, blindfolded, just like we do to break the palayok that's hanging, with all the goodies inside, candies and sometimes money inside. It's the same thing with the piñata. It has candies and goodies inside. And this little boy breaks the piñata in the fiesta. And that's a lot of fun. Iguana asks, "Who will help me stuff the piñata for our fiesta?" And Conejo says, "You know, I stuff too fast, I'd rip and tear." Tortuga says, "Yo, no, I stuff too slow." Culebra says, "Mañana, Iguana, when I grow arms." And Iguana says, "Too many excuses." And she flounced her tail. "I'll stuff the piñata myself." And she did. On Jueves. Jueves means Thursday in Spanish. As far as I know, in Filipino, we say Jueves, but they say Jueves, okay? On Jueves, Iguana begged, "Please, will someone help me cook the food for our fiesta?" "You know," said Conejo, "I cook too fast, I'll make a mess." "You know," said Tortuga, "I cook too slow." Culebra said, "If I grow arms, I'll help you mañana, Iguana." Iguana slapped her tail on the ground. "I'll cook the food myself." And she did. On Viernes, that is the Spanish word for Friday. I think we in Filipino, we say viernes, not viernes, okay? On Viernes, Iguana sighed. "I don't suppose anyone will help me hang the streamers for our fiesta." "You know," said Conejo, "I hang too fast, I'd tear the streamers." "You know," said Tortuga, "I hang too slow." Culebra said, "I'll help you hang the streamers." Iguana clapped. "Hooray!" But then Culebra continues, "I'll help you mañana, Iguana, when I grow my arms." "Oh," said Iguana, "I knew it." And so Iguana smacked her tail on the ground so hard she puffed up a cloud of dirt. "I'll decorate by myself." And she did. And then it was Sábado. Sábado means Saturday. And to us Filipinos, it's also Sábado, but we say Sábado. It's also Sábado for them, but the Spanish pronounce the B almost like a V, so Sábado. Then it was Sábado. Conejo hopped up and down. "We're ready for our fiesta." Tortuga poked out of his shell. "Here come the guests." Culebra shook his rattle. "Let's greet them." "No," said Iguana as she whipped her tail around in angry circles. "I wrote the invitations and I delivered them. I stuffed the piñata. I cooked the food. I hung the streamers. Now, I and I alone will greet my guests at my fiesta." And she did. Conejo hurried to hide behind a cactus. Tortuga shrunk into his shell. Culebra slithered under a rock. They watched for a long time while the guests laughed and ate and broke the piñata. "What a fine fiesta," the guests said as they left. And so finally, when everybody had gone, Iguana yawned. "Oh, I'm too tired to clean up. I'll do it mañana." And she stretched out and went to sleep. Conejo hopped out from behind the cactus. "Iguana's really worn out," he said. Tortuga poked out of his shell. "She should be. She did everything." Culebra slithered out from under the rocks. "And we did nothing." They were silent for a long time. Suddenly, Conejo said, "I have an idea." And he told his friends. "That's great," said Tortuga. Culebra said, "Let's start now." And they did. Conejo pulled down the streamers, put away the leftovers, and packed up the trash. Tortuga scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed one great platter. And Culebra squiggled and squirmed, sweeping the ground spotless. They worked until Domingo. Okay, what is Domingo? It's the word for Sunday in Spanish. But we, in Filipino, we don't say Domingo. We say Linggo. So anyway, it's a derivative. We formed it ourselves in Filipino. Domingo was not easy to say for the Filipino native at that time, when the Spanish took over the Philippines. So they worked until Domingo. They worked until Sunday. And Iguana woke up. She rubbed her eyes and looked around. She looked at Conejo and Tortuga and Culebra, and Iguana smiled. "Gracias," she said. "Thank you." Then she twitched her tail happily. "You must be hungry from your hard work. Who will help me eat the leftovers?" "Yo sí," cried Conejo, Tortuga, and Culebra. And they all did. Good lesson. Remember, when you do something wrong and you disappoint a friend, make up for it by doing something right. That's what those three guys did. Because they didn't help Iguana set up the party, this time they cleaned up the mess after the party, and that's a better thing to do. And that made Iguana very happy, and they all ate the leftovers together, and they must have enjoyed themselves. Good lesson.
You are always awesome, Lolo Junno. We would like to hear more stories next month. So kids, please make sure that you have subscribed to our YouTube channel for more stories. We'll see each other again on April 30, 2022, same time at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And finally, to all of you kids, and of course your parents too, who are always supporting us, thank you very much and see you all again next month. Bye! Have a great day!